From what I've been told, yes, I don't know anything much about it. I can't remember exactly. Could be, but I can't remember.
I can't recall. Sorry, I don't understand that. I can't recall that being said.
I cannot remember exactly.
I take it you don't contest that, you just say you don't remember it.
I don't remember it. I didn't think it was, but I don't remember. Well, I was unaware of that. I did not know. But I just cannot recall whether we did. Yeah, I'm just not sure.
I don't remember writing that letter.
I don't recall that. I don't recall that phone call or that she brought that to my attention.
You've said that already.
I don't recall that conversation. If it occurred, I'm not denying that she did.
Just Mr. Majali, you're being asked something else. You're being asked a hypothetical question.
I can't recollect that I did.
Something you would recollect, isn't it?
Again, Your Honour, I'm sorry, but I can't recollect that.
No. Come back.
Because if I could remember the rest of a conversation that one might have, then perhaps I can comment, but I cannot recall.
Well, I'm sorry.
This having happened.
I'll have to put it to you again.
I can't recall that, I'm sorry.
I think your memory may be failing you on that, Mr. Ally.
I can't remember that. No,
Seem to be struggling with that.
No, that's true. But can I ask again that last what you said at the end there? Mm-hmm.
So it's false what you've written here, isn't it? It wasn't one person's word against another.
It's again in making that statement. That was my recollection. I can't recall that.
Well, you don't have any recollection, and you don't know what your other brothers did in relation to that, do you?
Yes, I do.
Well, you just said a moment ago that you didn't even know that it had occurred.
I can't recall.
And when the person's disfellowshipped, they then can still attend meetings and so on, but under some restriction, is that right?
Under a lot of restrictions.
Yes. And members of the congregation cannot associate with them socially.
Socially or spiritually.
Yes. And you don't take into consideration, do you, how people outside of the church might be kept safe from such a person whom you're not satisfied will not reoffend? Or what about people who are not close friends of yours, others than outside of the church? You don't take any steps, do you, to protect them from this potential reoffending? You don't, do you?
What ability have we got to protect every child in Australia?
Well, what you can do is you can report to the child protection authorities.
And that is done in some cases.
But generally it's not done, is it?
No.
It's not done unless there's a legal requirement for it to be done, is there?
That is true. I can only say what I said at the time. I can't go beyond that. You know,
What did you say to your wife?
I'm unsure.
I'll ask you again. What did you say to your wife?
I am unsure. I can't remember that.
That I cannot recall. Yeah, I cannot recall details. That I can't remember at all. I really have no memory of that because I remember about 3 or 4 doing that. But that's all I remember. I can't remember. I have been trying to remember.
What is it that you remember?
That I remember.
Sorry, do you mean you don't remember?
What I remember is that's all I knew at that time. That is all I really remember of that.
Other things were spoken about that you can't remember?
I can't remember. That's all. What I've said there is all I can remember.
Very well.
Sorry, Your Honour.
I'll come back to some documents in a minute which may assist in refreshing your memory on that. Now, do you remember?
No, I do not.
I'll take it in saying you don't remember it.
See, my recollection is I don't recall that at all.
So you just don't recall it, is that it?
I don't remember that at all. I don't really recall that. Well, I can't remember any more of that. Perhaps the only answer I could give was that I don't remember that at all. I can't answer any more than that, Your Honour. I don't have a recollection of that. I don't really recall that. I have no recollection.
Mr. Doria, it's just you avoiding the point.
I don't recall it. I don't recall that. I don't recall that.
We've been transparent in what we're saying.